back, everybody. Today we're going to head to the river and do some woodland photography in overcast conditions. I keep trying to make these videos about shooting when conditions aren't ideal, like very sunny conditions and very overcast conditions. And I think overcast is good when you're shooting waterfalls and such, but there are no waterfalls where I'm going. So we are going to go and see what we can shoot in the woodland and see if we can work in what people would consider adverse conditions, because I think in the woodland actually overcast is frequently better. So we're going to do that, and we are going to also be testing out some new gear. This vlogging camera I'm talking to you on is a DJI Pocket 2 with this nifty microphone you see at my neck here. So I'll be testing that out today. I'll also be testing a new vlogging tripod, but you don't care about that. What I will be testing that you will care about, or you might care about, is the new Nikon 24-120 lens. 24-120 f4 constant aperture across the range. I've been waiting for this lens since the day they announced it 2 years ago with a lot of anticipation. In the interim, I did buy the 24-200, which, as you know, I've been shooting with almost exclusively in that range when I'm not shooting the 14-30. And I love that 24-200, and it's a very, very good lens, very high quality. But the 24-120S is going to be their premier glass with the premier coatings, and it's going to be very sharp and very, very saturated colors. It's going to be really nice. I've got it last night, finally came. Thank you, Nikon, for hurrying that to me. And so that, my ideal landscape setup is going to become as follows. I'll be carrying the 14-30 f4, the 24-120 f4, and eventually when I have the extra scratch to spend, I will pick up the Nikon 100-400 variable aperture for the new S series. So I'll be testing that 24-120 today, and I'm pretty excited about that. And then let's see, am I testing anything else out today? I don't think so. I just want to see about really getting out into the woodland when it's overcast like this, when there's no trees, or when there's no leaves on the trees, and see what kind of stuff can be had. I mean, I know that it's going to be probably difficult to locate a good composition, but I know they're there, and I think it's very possible to do this. I've done it before, and we'll do it again today. So. So when I think of shooting woodland in overcast days, there's a few things to pay attention to. I think one of them is it's going to be fairly difficult to find your compositions. Those compositions can be right in front of your nose, but if you're not paying attention and looking for something that is a clear composition, you end up with a situation where you'll just walk right by it. So you have to pay close attention, and you have to find sort of those hidden gems in the woods. Also, what's going to make it difficult is the fact that the light is so flat. And of course you want to try to remain open to everything, but it always is helpful to be able to define what you're looking for and how you're thinking about it as you go. I'll probably take the cliff trail today. I always take the cliff trail. I like it. It's a good trail. Alright, so I found this brushy beard. think that's right. I'll put it up on the screen. It looks like old man's beard. It's like a beard lichen on this tree. And that's kind of interesting to look at. It's got a nice texture. It goes in all different directions. I can shoot it with some shallow depth of field so the background blurs out and you just get to see that crazy looking beard. Real neat lichens. There seems to be a lot of it around here, so I'm going to see if I can come up with a nice composition. So since it forms in like little bunches in the groin of the branch, I'm letting that be almost like if you've ever seen mistletoe, how that looks. Like a little bunch with some branches going out of it. Right now I'm shooting this one with the sky behind it, so it's just sort of silhouetted with the gray sky behind it. Been a fun day. Didn't get much for a video, but at least I got to test all this equipment out. And yeah, maybe we'll have something. Hey, listen, I wanted to thank you for coming. If you find my work useful, give the thumbs up and subscribe. The thumbs up and the subscription are the two most important things you could do to keep my channel alive. Also, set the notification bell, because if you have this notification bell set, you'll find out when I make videos, or at least when I put them out. I make them all the time, just when I put them out. So, all right, I'm gonna head to the car and get out of here. Thanks for coming again, guys. Take care. Bye-bye. Welcome back, everyone. So that was just my little holiday season foray out into the woodland and then the wetland there, and I got those kind of nice photos of the brushy beard. So I've stepped in here at the end to tell you what I think of the equipment. The DJI Pocket 2. So this is it right here. So far, I like it so far. It's my autofocus is not autofocusing. There it goes. I like it so far. It's got a couple of bugs, or well, deficiencies. It doesn't track my face extremely well. So I have to remember not to use face tracking, which is fine. But because of that face tracking issue, I'm finding that if I turn my head away, then switches focus to the background. I know there's adjustments I don't understand fully yet. This is really very early for me on using this, so I'll do a follow-up. But so far I like it better than the GoPro because the quality is just way better than the GoPro. The actual ability to focus makes it much better than the GoPro because I can literally put it up to the back of the camera and show you what I'm doing without it being all blurry, like, which is what was happening with the GoPro. So, so far I like it. I did buy the Creator Kit, which came with the microphone. I like the microphone. It works pretty well, but I noticed another bug. For some reason the microphone cranked its level way down on a couple of my clips, and I don't know why. So I'm sure it has something to do with something I'm doing wrong. I do a lot of things wrong, so that's pretty good. As far as the lens goes, man, this thing so far, and I've only been using it for 2 days, but is astoundingly good. I haven't had a chance to get out and shoot a lot of things with it, but what I have shot has been beautiful. So I'm real pleased with the lens. It's sharp, it's contrasty, the color fidelity is good. I would say this is one of Nikon's best lenses at this point. It's maybe not quite as sharp as the 24-70 2.8. I haven't tested, so I don't know if that's true. It may not be. I think Ricci, he's one of the YouTubers out there that test these things. I think he says it's not quite as sharp, but it's close. So in my opinion, for $1,200 less than the 2.8, if you're not trying to get a 2.8 and you want to save $1,200, this lens is a good buy. But other than that, the reach, I love 24-120. No, it's not my 24-200 as far as reach goes, but the image quality is, I have to say, it's noticeably better just using it for 2 days. I'm feeling like I'm really digging it. All right, I'll get back to you guys on this too. You know, I don't talk much about equipment, but I'm probably going to talk a little more about equipment these days because, I mean, I love equipment, so why wouldn't I talk a little about it? Yeah, we'll talk more again about that. All right, so it was a pretty successful little shoot. I don't know if it made much of an interesting video, but did my best. I want to thank you for being patient with me as I shoot these videos and I feel around. I mean, this is a learning experience for all of us. As I feel around for what I'm trying to convey in these videos and how I want to tell my stories and how I want to shoot my stories. So I appreciate that. And listen, I always say it, hit the thumbs up if you want to help me out. If you feel that this content's worth it, hit the thumbs up, and please subscribe. I need all the subscribers I can get. I have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours to even have this channel start paying for itself. Huge amounts of work go into this, and you know, people like me just do it for free because we're not getting anything out of it other than satisfaction, which for me, I love doing this. I think you can tell that through my videos. Obviously, I wouldn't do it if I didn't love it, since there's no financial gain happening. Anyway, thanks for coming. Appreciate you watching. Next week, we'll be back in the New River Gorge for the last 2 or 3 videos. I haven't figured that out yet. Those take a solid amount of time to edit because there's just so much footage I put together. But yeah, we'll be back with that next week, or maybe not next week, after New Year's. Happy holidays. Thanks for coming. Take care.